get beam deflection using double integration method. Double integration method is a powerful tool in solving deflection and slope of a beam at any point because we will be able to get the equation of the elastic curve. In the equation, EI double prime is equal to M, where X and Y are the coordinates shown in the figure of the elastic curve of the beam under load. Y is the deflection of the beam at any distance x. E is the modulus of elasticity of the beam. I represent the moment of inertia about the neutral axis and M represent the bending moment at a distance x from the end of the beam. The product EI is called the flexural rigidity of the beam. The first integration y prime yields the slope of the elastic curve and the second integration y gives the deflection of the beam at any distance x. The resulting solution must contain the two constants of integration since EI y double prime is equal to M is of second order. These two constants must be evaluated from known conditions concerning the slope deflection at certain points of the beam. For instance, in the case of a simply supported beam with rigid support at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L, the deflection y is equal to 0, and in locating the point of maximum deflection, we simply set the slope of the elastic curve y prime to 0.
So for our example for the deflection of beams using double integration method, this is a cantilever beam and we are asked to solve the deflection at the free end of this beam. Dito sa cantilever beam na to, meron siyang fixed support and has a free end sa B, and meron siyang tatlong forces which is A vertical, A horizontal, at saka moment A. Una nating hahanapin yung moment A. So it will become negative 5 times 12 times 1 half times 12 minus 1 half times 12 times 20. 20 kasi 25 minus 5 times 2/3. 2/3 kasi nanggaling tayo sa moment A times 12 plus MA is equals to 0, which will give us 1320 kilonewton. Next naman yung forces vertical, AV. So summation of FV is equals to 0, upward positive. So dito mag-assume tayo AV or AY is pataas, minus 5 times 12 minus 1 half times 12 times 20. Ito yung load ng UVL is equals to 0, which will give us AY is equals to 180 kilonewton. Sa horizontal naman, summation F of X is equals to 0, which means AX is equals to 0 kasi wala namang nagka-counteract sa kanya na ibang force. So next step is magkakat na tayo dito sa section na to, right side ng beam natin o kahit saan dito sa beam natin. Pag nag-cut tayo, magkakaroon tayo ng distance x. Ito. So meron na tayong reaction na 1320 kilonewton meter na moment, tapos pataas na 180 kilonewton. Meron din tayong 5 kilonewton meter na UVL. Pero yung triangle natin is not 20 kilonewton anymore. So meron na tayong tinatawag na Y. Kasi nag-cut tayo dyan, so di pa rin the same kasi di pa yan yung full height ng triangle natin. So gagawin natin yung Y in terms of X. Natin kukunin yung X. So from the original figure tsaka itong figure natin, magre-ratio and proportion tayo. Meron tayo ditong 20 kilonewton meter tsaka 12. Itong 12 na to is yung span natin. So 20 divided by 12 is equals to Y over X. Yung Y is equals to 20. 12 times X is equals to 5/3 X. masisimplify siya. So yung y natin ay magiging 5 third times x. Yun. Pagkuha natin dito, pwede na tayong mag-double integration method.
To start the double integration method, kailangan nating mag-moment sa cut na ito. MB ang tawag natin sa moment na yan. So, MB is equal to 0. Counterclockwise, kaya positive. 1,320 raised to 0. Dahil moment yung 1,320, wala na siyang distance. Kaya x raised to 0, multiply lang sa 1. Continuing, minus 180, clockwise yung direction niya, times yung x, plus 5 times yung span niya, yung UDL natin, times x over 2, plus 1/2 x, times 5 thirds na height ng triangle natin, times x over 3 plus MB. Pag-aayusin, ito na yung MB natin, magiging negative 1,320 plus 180x minus 5 halves times x squared minus 5 over 18 multiplied by the x cube. Para magsimula yung double integration method natin, magiging MB is equal to EIY double prime. Substituting, magiging negative 1,320 plus 180x minus 5 over 2 multiplied by x squared minus 5 over 18 multiplied by x cube. Integrate na tayo. So, meron na tayong negative 1,320x plus 180 over 2 multiplied by x squared minus 5 over 6 multiplied by x cube minus 5 over 72 times x raised to 4 plus c1. So, meron na tayong constant kasi nag-integrate na tayo. Ang tawag na natin dito is yung slope equation natin. Para mas maayos, magiging EIY prime is equal to negative 1,320x plus 90 multiplied by x squared minus 5 over 6 times x cubed minus 5 over 72 times x raised to 4 plus c1. So, ang required is yung deflection at the free end. So, deflection, kailangan ulit nating mag-integrate. Magiging EIY is equal to negative 1,320 over 2 multiplied by x raised to 2 plus 90 over 3 multiplied by x cubed minus 5 over 24 times x raised to 4 minus 5 over 360 multiplied by x raised to 5 plus c1 times x plus c2. So, nadagdagan pa ng isang constant. Para mas maayos yung deflection equation, magiging EIY is equal to negative 660 divided by, kasi nag-divide tayo dito, magiging 660 siya, times x raised to 2 plus 30 multiplied by x cubed minus 5 over 24 times x raised to 4 minus 1 over 12 times x raised to 5 plus c1 multiplied by x plus c2. So, C1 and C2. Hindi pa ito yung complete deflection equation kasi meron pa tayong mga constant na given. So, to find the values, kailangan ng boundary conditions. So, ito ay fixed support beam for cantilever beam. So, ang boundary conditions ay magsisimula sa support. Support natin is fixed support which is located sa distance 0. Kaya x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, and C2 is equal to 0. Next, boundary is x is equal to 0 dahil fixed lang naman yung support natin. Tapos y prime is equal to 0 which is ito yung slope pag fixed support, laging equal to. So, C1 is equal to 0. So, pag inayos natin yung deflection equation natin together with the values of C1 and C2 ay magiging EIY is equal to negative 660 multiplied by x squared plus 30 multiplied by x cubed minus 5 over 24 multiplied by x raised to 4 minus 1 over 72 multiplied by x raised to 5. So, using this formula, mahanap na natin yung deflection at the free end, which is, ang x natin is 12 meters. So, substituting 12 meters sa lahat ng x within this equation, magiging EIY is equal to negative 660 multiplied by 12 squared plus 30 multiplied by 12 raised to 3 minus 5 over 24 times 12 raised to 4 minus 1 over 72 times 12 raised to 5. Calculating, we will have negative 50,976 kilonewton cubic meter. So, ang deflection natin is 50,976 kilonewton cubic meter downwards.